Oh, there we are. There we are. Hello, everybody. Oh, gosh. Whoa. What's happening? Whoa, we're here. We're here. Welcome, everybody, to this afternoon's Women's Work podcast, brought to you by Women's Work International, here live on Expanded Understanding. Thank you very much for joining us. My name is Angela Miller. I might have said that already. I was caught off guard momentarily by a slight technical hitch. And this is the lovely Rocio from Malinalco, live Mexico. Hi, Rocio.
Hi, everybody. How are you? Hope that every day, on this day, will you be okay, with nice energy, happy? Yes. So we are here, right? Here we are.
Yes. So this evening on Women's Work, we are talking about a few things. So Rocio is going to explain to you the cosmic frequencies of the day. And for me, they've been particularly beautiful. But I look forward to her talking all about that. Then after that, we're going to be talking about a women's program brought to you by Concordia Consularis, spiritual business resolution agency. And then we've got other things lined up, more discussions on sacred spiritual practices that you can insert and slip into your everyday life that will make it stronger and more resilient in these times of change. And then the very last, cherry on top, is a beautiful meditation. It's called the Advanced Heart Meditation. I look forward to emanating that for you this evening because it's truly beautiful and all round fabulous stuff to clear the heart, to clear the contracts and help you with your time of resolution here in this moment. So thank you very much for that. Rocio, do you want to just go ahead there and go into the energies of the day?
Of course. Thank you very much for this opportunity always to communicate the vibrations, the Kin Maya for today, like every day that we are here. Okay, so today we have a very strong energy like all these days. Remember that we are in the portal days. We are in the most strongest vibration or influence from the universe, yes, and from the year. So because we are exactly some days before that we're doing the next jump that is for the next year, the the Maya New Year. That will be the 26th of July. So today is one of these days that, wow, let us like just like a freeze, thinking about it, all the things that happen around us. And today the king is the red solar skywalker. Just by the name, you can imagine incredible things, right? So this king is talking about how explore in our interior space, to finding and looking who we really are, in the deepest of the being that we keep very hidden inside of us. Yes, these mysterious things about ourselves, especially in the mysterious thing ourselves. So this king is talking about, let me check the notes. Yes, as today is a day to press the intention that we put in everything that we're doing. It's like whatever we do in this day, we put a special intention to be deepest for what we're doing in the way that we're doing the things for today. Okay, so maybe we are more profound these days, this day especially. Maybe we are doing or saying something or talking about something, and we are deepest as usually. Yeah, because we are looking exactly the essential meaning of the things that we are doing today. Very interesting, right? So to find these special mysterious places that we don't know that existed in us. Yes. So and we are the like beings that experimenting in this beautiful earth, the life. Yes, we need to find that the way how to manifest our desires, our dreams, and to be creative with ourselves in the way that we projected out of ourselves. You know, so this special this day is the day that we can put together all this beautiful energy from the land and from the sky together. We can bring all that gifts that the universe gives us. Yes, this day, and putting here together with us to continue this beautiful experience of life. So this day is very profound about it. Is the day that we need to find all the scares, all the dark things that don't let us feel okay with ourselves, or the dark things that make us maybe um, don't see clear our lives. You know, so it's the time now to let it go. All that things that we can find in ourselves that they are not good for us, like I said before, like the fears, like the I don't know hungers, or all that things that they are not good for our situation or how we living in this planet. Yeah, so we sometimes insist a continue and we doing and continue with doing some things in the life that that are not good for us, and we insist in that. So in these days, in this day especially, we need to be very inside of us and looking for that things that we discover that they are not good, and let it go. Yeah, it's the moment to um, find and notice the big abundance that we have around us, and it's there but we don't see it. So it's a time to take it and apply in our lives, in each part on our lives, and giving light in any step that we're doing in this moment of the life that we have right now. uh, we need to discover, today is one of the days that maybe we discover things that we didn't know that exist in our inside of ourselves, and it's the moment to bring them out. Yeah, there could be talents, there could be beautiful things, like I don't know, maybe a healing talent. Yeah, maybe the talent to dream, maybe the talent to sing, maybe the talent to dance. All that treasures that we have inside of us, we need to bring them out in the way that our energy can develop itself through these other activities or things that we need to do. Yeah, and in this way we illuminate ourselves. Yeah, so we have to let that we can create through these talents our life. It's like I don't know, it's like reinvented our life in some way, like every day. Yeah, and in this way that we invented and we discover our own talents and our dreams. Yeah, we will be closer to all the desires, all the wishes that we would like to do in our lives. This is part of the energy that is feed us every day, and it's useful in any time and that we need it. You know, um, so we need to explore the earth. We need to fluid with the energy and discover uh, our limits that we have, and all the uh, treasures that we have inside of us. Yeah, and we need to to discover these talents or to discover this energy in the way that you can get free to your heart. Yeah. And discovering in each step that we do in these talents, in the moment that we are discovering these talents, in the moment that we are um, developing ourselves, or maybe we are in a process to clean something or to let it go somebody, for example, the toxic people that is not working anymore in our lives in some way. After we have a lesson with them, it's time to let it go, these people or this person or this situation, and recover ourselves with this energy, exploring the new things, exploring the new energy that is ready for us, exploring the new gifts that we need to take from the universe, and they are the gifts for us because we are beings of light, experimenting the life, and the universe is giving us all the keys, all the secrets in the way that we can complete our mission in this beautiful earth. So today is exactly that day to be very inside of us and rediscover this beautiful mission that we have, that is through the king or through your intuition. Yeah, that is coming the energy from your heart, that is the one that is connecting with the universe in this moment. So this special day is like others, is to take us more and more deepest inside ourselves, looking for the beautiful things that we have and we don't know that they are there, or maybe we know but we are not secure about them, so it's very important to work with that energy, to bring out and reflect with the others and share with the others all the beautiful energies and talents and gifts that we have, like humans, of course, like people that we are in a process, the people that we are the next step, for the people that we want to develop. Yeah, we don't want to be stuck. We want to know what is next, right? For the people that we are working already in our own process, in our mind, in our hearts, being better, be trying to, sorry, trying to be a better humans. So it's very important that each day that we have, we discover everything, not only today, every day, and bring the best of each one of us outside. Remember, everything is inside. The gifts, the talents, and today is one of them. Okay. So, well, I'm waiting for our sister Angela if it's there.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Ah,
I am
yes.
here.
Yeah.
I am here in the background. That is just amazing because what you just said, thank you, Rocio, just really it illustrates my day. It's been absolutely amazing.
Yes.
And
Very interesting.
yeah, especially for um, my own path. It's as if through the night, my pathways opened up.
Oh.
And I woke this morning a bit late, Monday morning, and I felt like everything had come into a sacred alignment within me. So that has inspired new areas to come out in the work that we're doing, the concepts going forward. We have now successfully located our first location for Women's Work International to roll out its program of healing of abuse, recovery from domestic violence, suppression, codependency, lack of education, and lack of business skills. So this is a program that's going to be rolled out for women, but we focus on pre-conception. Now, hold on a sec. I'm just going to sneeze just there for a moment. If you would just like to just bear with me, I'm going to sneeze for about 14 times. It's hay fever time for me over here. It's a little bit annoying. So now, if you want to see this, it's going to be funny, but I wouldn't let you hear it. Okay, I'm just going to go along, and then I'll just cut off when I need to sneeze because it is coming. And I can't deny it. I've tried. So one of the important things is that we're going to be targeting a marketing campaign to raise funds for this site. Now, this is a site of key significance for us in the area, and we would like to achieve that as soon as possible. So very soon we're going to be launching a campaign. We are going to be asking, please donate something for this beneficial project. It's going to be the first of its kind in the world, and we will be rolling it out hopefully to every country, to every county, to every city, as far as we can go with this, because this is harnessing technology of the future with the ancient traditions of the past. So it meets our requirements for what we need to heal as women now. These services eventually will be available to men, but this is designed to help the birth process for women and also deepen natural relations, heal emotions that come up in pregnancy. And we haven't even touched upon this subject. At the moment in this series, we're giving you a very general idea of issues that affect women. We're looking at certain things that affect where we're at now. Okay, and that isn't without, we haven't even started on preconception and the importance of good health to maintain good quality eggs for the future generation. Okay, so when we are going to roll out this program and these series, but it's going to take some time to do this as we gather the experts who are really knowledgeable in this field, but also bringing it together with other elements. So it will take time to roll out. We will keep it updating you from time to time. Somebody's asking in the chat, is this only for women? Yes, it is at the moment, although we will be extending certain programs for men to recover from anger issues, extreme violence and rage, mother issues. We support the whole family process here. So we're not just limiting to women. We are initially opening this to women because we give birth to the children and we raise them. So this is really important to target a generation in this way. So it will be rolled out for men, I'm sure, maybe for couples, families, etc. But at this moment in time, it's primarily for women. So it's fabulous. I'm so excited because we mentioned it on another broadcast last night on my page about this particular place, and it's a very healing place for women. It's very spiritually protected and nurturing for the souls that will enter there. So I'm just so excited about it. Rocio, can you describe the area? We don't have to give a precise location, but we can just describe. I just want you to feel into the energy of the area because you are very nearby.
Well, this is very female energy. Is like a womb. Yeah, it's a little valley between two are surrounded of mountains. Yes, a little valley that is protected by the energy. Around these mountains, there are different kind of archaeological places where they used to be exactly for prepare the warriors to have the certification that eagle warriors or jaguar warriors. So this place is like a initiation place. There are a lot of energy there.
How does that energy feel? What kind of vibrations can you describe to people?
Well, around is strong energy because remember it's a initiated place. So the everything is like just like these days that we are living now. is very strong, but at the same time, it's very maternal. It's like, okay, it's strong, but I protect you. Don't worry, everything is okay. You just carry on with your own process and with this word that is inside of all the eagle and jaguar or the black and light or wherever that happened. So this place is a very, we call a tonal place. Tonal place means the place where the energies, yeah, coming together,
Okay. Mm-hmm.
natural energies from the Mother Earth, like a chakras, like a special points of energy. So
Mm-hmm.
this place, this little town, is a huge tonal point. So
Mm.
these little corners, what I'm talking about, in this case, one of them, is very special because you can feel the energy that coming together to you, and you feel it in your body, you feel the vibration. And when you close your eyes and make the meditation there, it's like you can see how in the ancient times the priests and the women priests, yeah, they were around giving offerings, chanting, dancing in a very nice level of energy. Yes, in the high frequency, of course, to bring to this place the appropriate environment, yeah, for these warriors that arrive here to be certificated. So this is very interesting place. You can feel it. You can feel the animals. It's like everything is alive.
Mm-hmm.
Even the green stuff is alive. I don't know if you want. I want to show you something because it's exactly the other side of this mountain. Yeah, can you watch?
Lovely. There's my office, by the way, my Mexican office. That pool.
Yes, yes, the swimming pool. Yeah.
Oh my
So
goodness.
exactly the other side of these mountains is exactly that this beautiful
Just
valley.
tilt, just tilt your screen up.
A little, yeah.
Yeah, there. Wow. Right. So this is on the other side of that mountain.
Yeah, and exactly on top of this, when the trees finish, exactly what you see is a little teocalli.
Mm.
It's a teocalli where all the warriors from different parts of Mexico coming to receive the certification, like Eagle Warrior or Jaguar Warriors. Uh, there are
Do you
no.
know what? As well, we did touch on this last night. So I just want to say that while we will be operating a primarily female support service there, it will be part of the Aguila Dorada tours that we're doing there, the spiritual alignment tours. We'll be doing that in that area, so that will be open to all. So
Exactly.
it's going to be, it's not just going to be for women. So there was somebody that said, is this only for women? This podcast is actually for everybody because we're all women. Even if we're guys, we have a female side. And even if we're women, we have a male side. So, but this is just primarily targeted at gender in this moment because we are women in this space. So yeah, we have no judgment about anything. We encourage people to come along, listen to points of views, come and contribute points of views, all toward the unlimited point of view, which helps us
Yeah,
all understand what we're doing here and how we are, etc. So,
yeah. We're gonna do workshops. Yes,
mhm,
and we are gonna do all that. We are gonna bring everything that be useful to wake up the conscience and
yeah,
to work with ourselves in different ways, like in different therapies that Angela doing. Will be temascal there. There will be ceremonies, all kind of ceremonies. There will be the place where a woman would like to be to relax.
and let down the impacts from the four previous teacher worlds. This
Exactly.
is huge because your souls have had this infinitely long and weary journey. Some will be more tired, the older ones will be tired.
Exactly.
Um, and it affects the way that we live. So when we're constricted into fraud time, what happens is that our body begins to age because we're working on a system that is out of our natural alignment. So when we are out of our natural alignment of where we are and where we should be as source incarnated beings on the planet, then, you know, it's actually a form of control over our life force. So one of the things, you know, I've got a tendency to go into too much detail. I try and keep things simple, but it's really important that we acknowledge our souls on this journey. Really, really important that we acknowledge, clear our light frequencies, so we can just expand together and experience something different together. But it's more than that. So actually, Rocio, you've just led me lovely, perfect. Lush and perfect, going all Bristol now, to Concordia Consularis, spiritual business agency, resolution agency, spiritual resolution agency, but also business consultant for the new fifth world of peace that we're experiencing. I've got a program that is absolutely amazing. And Rocio, would you like to ask me about that program? Because usually I, as an interviewer, as a sort of broadcaster of old, I have a tendency to ask people a lot of questions because I'm quite
It's your turn.
Yeah, would you ask me a few questions? Anything you like that maybe springs to mind about it?
Yeah. Now, Angela, I'm very interested in these programs that you are doing with women. So can you explain us more profound how are you going to do it?
How am I going to do it? Well, I can tell you what it is. Shall I tell you what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a 3-month program. Okay. Initially a 3-month Kickstarter program. It's for conscious women who maybe have flatlined in themselves. They may be of a certain age, late 30s, 40s, and they feel like things are maybe not what it could have been. They may be reviewing their life situations, who they are as parents, you know, who they are as women. What do they do for what? Are they living and fulfilling their dreams before they get to the next stage of experience, which is the menopause? So it's not just targeted at women of a certain age. It's actually for everybody. Anybody can do this, actually. And I really want to work with young people in this way. So it's a 3-month program. It's a sacred program based strongly with working with the frequencies of the now, but also working with your multidimensional self. So that's all parts of yourself. And work in a healing program that is designed to integrate your spirit fully into your body, so that you literally are this flowing harmonic of source frequency into your body with no resistance.
Oh, yeah.
Right? No resistance, no blockages, because we remove them on this program. So while we do that, you are undergoing a specific process of contract revocations, personal, relationship, business, trade, work. It's a sacred prayer process as well. So it carries these are like building blocks for the fifth world of peace for women, because it's designed to get you into your conscious awareness in every moment, so that you can co-create with all the energy within you. Once you have access to those energies, you're able to start accessing deeper soul gifts and skills, packages that you hold at a higher level, and you can manifest them into the skin suit technology, the body, the physical body, etc. Wow. So you become what you've always dreamed of on your journey, because this is why we are all here. We are here to make the transition in ourselves to higher functioning light frequency forms in the human body. Now, My background is I've worked in every kind of business. I'm an engineer by trade. I am a professional healer and have done that for 15 years. And I know I have been working with the soul for a very long time, with the levels of post-traumatic stress disorder, birth trauma, impacts all kinds that you could possibly experience as a being today on the planet. So when I began to integrate the three things, it began to turn into a program for A, better health through my own journey, experiences, findings, and learnings. B, better business practices in a peaceful way of what I'm prepared to accept into my life. 3, density awareness, how to work with your soul frequency in an energy where it does not, or frequency or environment where does not resonate at the same level as what you resonate at. So
yeah, it's very common, huh?
Yeah, you're learning how to navigate the blockages by dealing with them with ancient techniques. So you're really taught a lot here in this 3-month program. But we also have a year-long program, which is designed to solidly get you in touch with your, let's just say, your perfected healing abilities and what you're designed to do here on the planet to help humanity. So that program's coming up soon for launch, amongst other things that we're doing. It's going to be amazing.
Well, so then you mean in simple words that is like this program something and reprogram something that is make you feel better than the other program that you have before? Is something like that?
Yeah, but we're looking at your soul's journey. We're looking at your entire Akashic frequency from when you incarnated as the first time as a soul that descended into matter. We look at your pitfalls, your traumas. We look at what broke your soul in the first place to prevent you from being the supreme whole being that you are. Right, so we're taking it to a new perspective of medical integration from a soul level perspective, right? So this is what science is just trying to twig onto.
Wow.
We've got
so
a few theories.
You going back in time?
We're going into all directions of time. We're going into the past, your past lives, where your weaknesses are. You know, we do the whole gamut.
Okay, so in this case, even it's like we call karma. Is you can clean that with these programs?
Yeah, we can do that. We have, let's just say, how can I put this? Let's just say, over the years, I've worked with individuals, people, groups in the spiritual courts of equity. It's an area that I'm very familiar with. So I've always, professionally in my healing career, been involved in a resolution process that helps the soul to realize what their journey is, what their lessons have been. Have they learned those lessons? Are they still carrying the impacts from those unresolved, unfinished business traumas that affect them now? So we're able to address them, resolve them, realign them, and move forward in this existence.
So this is exactly the time that is necessary for everybody, right? Because it's a time of cleaning, it's a time to prepare yourself for the next step, wherever it is, wherever you're going, cleaning this karma or these things that we have through the time, right? To the eons of time, to reprogram for something that is useful for us, for our energy, right?
Exactly. This is it. Exactly that. And we are at this really amazing new point in consciousness. And in this consciousness moment, we have the potential for growth in ourselves by consciously choosing that. So once we've made the conscious choice to do that at very core levels of our existence, then we begin to shake it out with the energies that are in us combined with the cosmic universal frequencies that are lightening the load within us with all of the movements that we're experiencing on a astrological level, on a soul level, on a physical human level on the planet. So it's perfect. We are resolution now.
Okay, so it's like we're checking our contracts that we already made before we come in, because supposedly, or I think is, we make a contract before arrive to this life, and we say yes, we accept all the conditions about this life. Okay, okay, I accept it. So we come in here to the life, but suddenly this is the time to review that contract. We can change it, even we do it in another level of conscience before.
Yes, exactly. But it's not just contracts. Oh, no, 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 no. It's promises, ancient promises,
Okay.
vows, agreements, oaths. So even from a false forward history perspective, we have made oaths and of allegiances, all kinds of spells, curses. We look at everything that has affected every single era of history, the unwritten history and the false imposed history. We're able to put it right. So when each individual starts to put it right at universal levels of their awareness, existence, selves, then it creates a knock-on effect like a wave. Now I get, ooh.
Yes, very good, interesting.
Oh, right. So this wave continues through our 1 degree of separation, spiraling out into the law of one in all directions, because we're operating on many levels of existence.
Of course, yeah, yeah.
Wow.
So
I
they
love
will be very useful. Exactly. So I'm very excited about all of these, because together with, between kings, between your therapies, between temascales, and between everything, we will help everybody to let's go and be ready and prepared for the next adventure of life, or whatever, right? And we need it. We need it for this time, because well, it's interesting what is happening around in the world, so the people will be lost. I already read something that a guy that back to the work today, he was feeling very weird because he was inside at home so many times, that now that it's outside is like it's scary in some way. So
it.
can you imagine all these tools? Yeah, they want to help us, yeah, to continue with our lives in the
Yeah.
new things that come in already, yeah. So this is a very actual thing, right?
Yes, it is. And it's tangible because you can feel it. And often we're told not to feel, not to sense ourselves, not to feel everything's external, but it's all here on the inside.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so we need to show that things, and this each day of proofs of um, exams of experience is the ones that give us that energy that to continue, yeah, to even I say to somebody that is very important to me, it's like we need to motivate ourselves every moment, every day when we wake up and say, wow, this is new day, thank you. But I have to motivate myself to continue, because it's easy to feel, oh, I don't want to do it. It's
Mhm.
like I'm tired, right? To fighting. But with these energies, and with these therapies, and with all these tools, we will feel enough courage, right, to continue.
Exactly. And especially at this point, we're all making the journey. And it's been tough for a lot of people, but it's worth it to do the inner work. So I do want to hear from you out there, past, present, or future. If you are committed to your journey, right? I just want to explain something just in between this sentence and thought stream. Is that once upon a time, I suffered from various issues: depression, anxiety, panic attacks, all sorts of things, right? that took me away from being who my soul is. And I was afraid to be me. I was afraid of my own power. I was afraid of who I was as a woman because I've been told that I was not worth that. Okay. And I made it to the other side of that, living, breathing, and relatively in a great space. Not relatively. I am in relative to me. I'm in a great space. Yes. Yes, I am. I fully am.
Yeah.
But I want to say that it is possible to overcome absolutely anything that the 4 previous teacher worlds have thrown at you. It takes, when you're out of that, you have no pain in your body. Right?
Exactly.
Fascinating. Because you are light. And this body is light too. So
Yeah.
if your body is resonating at the same frequency as your soul, that's what we came here to do. That is the ascension process, essentially,
Wow.
from through, above, below to planet. That's what we are. So
Yeah.
that's fabulous. So
It's fabulous.
listening to that.
It's
But
amazing.
somebody in the chat room has asked for any advice for healing from having a hysterectomy. Yes, I do. And this actually ties in perfectly to the women's work. Now, with this area of you, there are a number of issues of emotional, let's just say, emotions that will have come up. I am pretty confident I'm aware of what you're experiencing, what you have experienced with it, and what that has, how that has impacted you as a woman. But there are ways that we can build the etheric process back. Okay, so you won't feel the physical difference of your womb having been removed. And I say this from personal experience of having surgery. It is possible to get the full feeling back and the full operational capacity back in that area, and I do believe that. So for healing that area, I think I better come visit your area.
Yeah. It's okay. Yeah.
What I
I've
would
been
recommend,
there.
yeah, and what I would recommend for that, it's not to go through that one alone. Actually, some sort of somatic release there would help. Somatic release therapy, craniosacral therapy, but also cranio-osteopathy to reset the body from the direct impact from the surgery itself. Now, for me, what I would look at in the scenario is any energies involved in the process and remove them. But that's something we can talk about. Do contact me about that. That's a personal conversation for us to have, and I can share with you some of my experiences and how I managed to overcome them personally. So thanks for asking that question.
That's good. It's an example. It's a very good example right now.
It really is.
Explain the process.
It is, and Sam says, I've been in deep healing mode for a few months now. I'm at the stage where I'm feeling more strength in my body. Yeah, and it's going to take time.
Yeah.
And but also it's it's still holding yourself in that zone, because just because there's a part of us that might be missing doesn't mean to say that it's not there and functioning. And
It's in an energetic way, it's still there. There is there is interesting thing about this thing. I was reading because I was helping one of my cousins that he has an operation. So I was reading about it, and there are, for example, look this example. It's very interesting. There are people that after the war they lose, for example, an arm or leg or something, and they feel it that it's still there. Even their physical is not there. They feel it that the arm is there, and they took a pictures like with this kinder, it's a special camera, yeah. When
Hellion, yes.
yeah, Kirlan,
Mhm.
Kirlan, yeah,
Hellion, yeah.
yeah. So they took a picture with this camera, and guess what? Appear like a line
Yeah.
energy what was the arm or the leg. So this is very interesting, and happening that happen
Mhm.
inside too. The
Exactly.
physical is not there, but the space and the energy of that organ or whatever is still there.
Now, Rocio, I can feel myself expanding in this moment because this is a subject after my own heart, right? Because this is the work that I've been doing with people for the last 15 years. And I
Yeah,
love it.
beautiful.
I
It's
absolutely love it. So during this process, right, we use specific psychic surgery techniques in line with your original divine blueprint. And what we're able to do is able to remove all the traumas that are included in the light body from those experiences, right? But we can integrate it with your physical in a very new way. So
I,
there even here is potential to work with this. You could, I believe, in the right set and setting, regrow that part of yourself. And this is a new area that the health world, the well-being world is just getting into. The regrowth naturally. I mean, yes, people are doing it with stem cells, but this is a different range of technology that is like technology that can't be quantified with the human eye. So I would be using those techniques with you in that situation to achieve the result we talked about. It's absolutely amazing and I love it. And, you know, and actually this ties me into the next question from Lisa. How might a traumatic birth affect the child? My mum shared the story of my birth with me yesterday for the first time ever, and it broke her heart. Right. So the reason why I got into this work solidly is because I had a child with birth trauma beyond birth trauma. And I had my birth intervened with, where people, you know, a midwife broke my waters, dove in and broke my waters. I was so angry at the time, right? And that combined with what the child was being born into and how, if there were forceps, if there were ventouse, if there was breach, all of it is going to have an impact about how you come down the birth canal. And that affected his, you know, I couldn't birth him properly because I'd fallen out of the bath 1 week before delivery, like that. So I completely bruised the symphysis pubic bone, and it was all inflamed. The child was born with a head like that by a C-section. He was not a happy bunny, and as a result, he spent the first few weeks of his life in and out of hospital, with me having the trauma of a surgery, but also he was not a happy child, and I saw that in him for the first 18 months of his life. Right, I saw that he never smiled, even though I was the happiest woman in the world. At least he was healthy, apparently. So I met a woman in the wilds of Wales, deep in the British countryside, and I took him to her at that time. Okay, and this is quite, I don't often talk about this story, but it's quite a momentous time. I was pregnant with my daughter at the time, absolutely terrified that I was going to have another child in this way. So I take him to this specialist who was a specialist, advanced, highly advanced, beyond craniosacral therapist, who had these abilities to tune into the child's soul, reconnect them to their founder race elders on the planet, and communicate with that child, remove any negative contracts that the child may have come in with, remove the birth trauma in these early stages of life, 18 months. So I began to just see, after the first session, a look of peace over my child's body and face. She then began to treat me while I was pregnant with my daughter. My womb was in a very terrible state. However, with what she did, with the levels and the teams and the healing collectives out there, I managed to get near to a normal birth with her. But then there was just a little tiny bit of scar tissue. And it was lucky, actually, for my life that I had the second C-section. So in those moments where I saw the work that the woman did with me ancestrally, to remove the frequency so my high frequency child would not be born into a lineage that would essentially suppress her. That was my motivation to train in this way. So I spent the next 13 years training with this woman at quite close quarters at very high levels. And we worked with the divine feminine. We were working with the removal of negative low frequencies from rapists, from men that superimpose torture in some way, shape or form on the human physical form. And that has been my motivation up until now, up until this moment, and it continues forward. But in 2016, 2017, I almost walked away from it all.
Wow. Yes, what experience, right?
Wow. So my learning, you know, when I think of the amount of children that I've treated with birth trauma, I think of one boy with a cleft palate, right? And he couldn't speak and he's looking up at me, right? And I could have wept. That boy said, "I love you, Angela." Oh, they're the people I want to work with. Ones that know, feel, and receive the benefits of what their soul is entitled to live here on this planet. So when I say I'm really passionate about women's work, oh, yes, I am. And I'm passionate about women being empowered within themselves. And being...
We really are warriors. Really.
Yeah.
In physical, in mental, in spiritual. We are fighting all the time. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. And then they grow to teenagers and they're really ungrateful for all of it.
Oh my God.
I went through nothing to have this. That's the real one.
Yeah, sweetie. Just one thing, it's gonna rain, so I'm gonna be inside with the computer. So can you just come back?
Yeah, I'll just, yeah, sure. We'll just knock on in, my dear. So if you have any questions about any type of female issue, women's issue, personal issue, reproductive issue, heart issue, hip issue, alignment issue, career issue, please do come on, ask a question. We'd be very it's just wonderful to get in this zone and flow with you all. It really is. Any questions at all? I'm just going to put this up here, Sam. No, she's working the scripts. It's great. Do my best. Oh, but yeah, do feel free to ask anything. Now, to Lisa, it depends what you experience directly, but it can be done. I would go and see a craniosacral therapist for that. Somebody that's advanced, can work with level 3 and above, and that will really help you to unwind it, and it is doable. Oh, why is there so much caste for men? Oh, why is there so much caste? I love men. I'm a welder. I'm also a mechanical engineer by trade, right? So I'm used to working in strong male environments where women are put down. You know, I was looked at in this funny way. I was at the top of my class, though, I will say that. I really was. I loved engineering, fuel injection systems, heavy goods vehicles. So it's not just for men. It's just that women have had a rough deal. You know, if you want to come, I'm happy to do workshops with men. I'm happy to hold space for men because I've been in that environment. I get you. I know how you are. All my best friends have been men throughout my life, pretty much, as well as women. There we go, Rocio. So I'm not ruling out men. I'm not sure what you mean by caste, though. Why is there so much caste?
Okay.
Oh, I know such broadcast. Is that what you're talking about? Sorry, that just did not vibe. Maybe it's because I'm just in, women's body mode. Anyway, so maybe there should be. Who are you, Air Force One? Why don't you do this? Who are you? Make yourself known. Come and talk to us about it. Perhaps we can open up the discussion. It would be absolutely wonderful. Please do. Be lovely to have you on.
Who is Sam?
One. Come and be part of it.
Oh, why is there for men?
I've treated many men over my entire life. Believe me,
Oh,
I'm very familiar with the programs that men in particular experience as the masculine. Right, everything. Nothing you'd say to me will surprise me. You know, it'll be all the work. You know, work shop experience. You know.
but he can give his opinion too. You're right.
Oh, he says, I don't know. I didn't experience any great male privilege in my life, though. Nor did I. My father worked overseas, so I had to cultivate that one. But that was all part of myself. You come on.
Yeah,
Come and sit with us and let's have a chin wag about it. And, you know, whatever you want to talk about, it'd be really great to have you on. You are very welcome. Really.
yeah, that would be nice. Yeah,
So let me know if you do want to do that, and I'll somehow get you the link across.
that would be nice.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, if you wanted to join us for an online clearing, you're very welcome too, because that's going to be coming up in the next after this part of the show.
Yeah,
I'm really extending that hand out to you. Come on the show, join us, come and have a chat. Be great.
yeah, of course.
You are welcome.
There are always different opinions, experience. Yeah, that we just talk in general ways, but maybe there are somebody that uh, could would like to explain or say something right about this.
Yeah, come share your opinion. It's valued.
Be very
Your
nice.
perspective is welcome, and we welcome your soul.
Yeah, that would be nice. So somebody's there.
I don't know, but I didn't experience any great. You know, it's all about what you can do for yourself, though, in a male experience. It really is. How do you feel as a man? Where do you feel the imbalances are within you? In Britain, it's quite common for there's a whole couple of post-war generations there that were really affected strongly by men receiving post-traumatic stress disorder from war. Now, PTSD separately is one of my other forte subjects because every single shock experience it affects us on a soul level. So when we think about our fathers undergoing some sort of military post-traumatic stress disorder, that has, without a doubt, impacted every single family, military family on the planet to date.
Yeah,
So we encourage that sort of resolution because the generations now are carrying this trauma at a genetic level. And once it's embedded within the genetic DNA imprint in the body, it has the ability to be manifested, triggered, or be in operation by a certain percentage. It's fascinating.
oh yeah.
I really
Yeah.
wish you'd come on.
Don't say nothing. Don't say nothing.
No. So in this moment on women's work, I'm just going to make an announcement as well. Excuse me. Lipstick.
You are eating your lipstick.
Yeah, maybe I should stop drinking coffee and drink water. I wanted to make an announcement about Women's Work Podcast. Actually, the lovely people, the wonderful beings at Glastonbury Radio 432.com have invited the Women's Work Podcast of the wonderful ship Expanded Understanding. And we will be flying our broadcasts over to Glastonbury Radio 432.com, who will be hosting Women's Work. Woohoo! So we're getting another platform in the UK.
Wow, that's very nice.
Yeah. And so in the oncoming weeks, we're going to be we're going to be announcing Rocio's show of women's work in Spanish.
Oh,
So Rocio is going to be increasing the profile over in the Americas. And we're going to be doing this together, and it's going to be absolutely wonderful.
marvelous.
It is.
It's like all the energies that are complementary, and well, that's this beautiful word. I love that word, and it will be very nice to
Absolutely, can't
share
wait.
space with you. Yeah.
Yay! So we've got this. We've been quite busy actually, and that's not even taken into consideration the women's work temescals that we're going to be doing in Britain.
Oh, yeah. This is a beautiful activity that the mascot is like. I always say that the therapist and Temascal work together is like one thing prepared for the next step for the other, you know?
Yeah.
So it's very, very interesting combination or together work together with that. That would be very nice. So I'm just hoping that the flights beginning to Europe from Mexico, and I will be there as quick as I can.
Yep. And then after we've completed a circuit, a healing circuit of the UK, we're going to be heading over to the North Americas, and we're going to be on a tour of spiritual prayer and ceremony.
Oh,
So you can contact us privately about that. But it's all coming up. This flow is unstoppable. This is the earth energies of now. This is all of us making this journey to awaken ourselves to the greater potential of what we are. And it's beautiful. You can tell that I'm so in this energy, can't you? I've been like this all day. Apart from interacting with teenagers, it's been challenging.
Oh my God. Yeah, well, this is the life, right? Yeah. I imagine. Yes. And it's better when they be older and older. It will be better.
Willow,
Yeah.
that's a definite. She says, come visit Canada. All right then. You are on.
Well, that would be
I
nice.
love Canada.
The beautiful idea will be that we can build temazcales everywhere, and then we go in different parts, right? That would be very nice too.
Oh, it'll be amazing. We will do masses of ceremony, temescals, and just connect. We'll connect, because it's connecting Canada with Mexico too. So we would love to do that. That would be awesome.
Oh, yes. All the continent is connected in some way, through the ancient people that just coming and going through these different places, So there are still some tribes in Canada that they are like cousins from Mexican people, ancient Mexican people,
That's right. I love actually that north directions, northwest native art. I love it.
Oh, yes. Everywhere. It's just they separated because the frontiers and these things about visas and that stuff. But there will be a free way for all of them, to continue making interchange of knowledge, of wisdom from the elders, So that would be very nice. But we don't have that. So we miss our brothers and sisters from other tribes through South America and North America too. But it will be very nice because they have a lot of wisdom to share. Yeah, Hopis, Lakota, Cherokees, yeah, and here in Mexico, all the Mayas, Huicholes, Mexicas, yeah, Olmec, Mayas. Oh, it's incredible all the variety that we have still alive with that wisdom to share with us.
All
Yeah.
races, all people, and everything else in between.
Oh,
Love
yes.
that. Oh, feel the love.
Yeah, exactly. So we are recovering all that ancient traditions that in their time were very useful for them. In that time, they didn't have psychologists, therapists, nothing. They were using medicinal plants, temazcales, and therapists talking and taking from the experiences in the forest, on in the water, or wherever, So that means that worked in
Mm,
that time, have to work in this time too, you know.
mhm.
Um,
It's just so beautiful. So that could bring us quite nicely into the next part of the show, because I found something. Somebody emailed me something. It's quite interesting. I'm always interested when people email me contract revocations, soul contract revocations, and invocations. I find it fascinating to see the type of language that people use, just the whole, how do they deliver this message of sovereignty? So I really, so Rocio, I wonder if you could read this one out aloud. Right, I'm going to try and share the screen here. Try. Right, hold on, I'll find the right one. Application window. No, no, no. That one, no. Chrome tab. Oh, here we go. Oh my goodness. I'm almost a professional. So, this is by, can you see this, Rocio, on your screen? Where did she go? Oops. Oh. Anyway, we're going to look through this. So I was going to see if Rocio was going to read it, but I might have inadvertently bumped her off. I hope not. Anyway, so just going to go back to that screen. I might just wait a moment to see where lovely Rocio is. Oh, Rocio, donde va? Where art thou, Rocio? Maybe it was the thought of this contract revocation. I don't know. But it's by an English guy called Tim Wilde. Let's just have a quick look at him. He is an ascension worker, an author, Atlantean, international speaker, and crystal expert from Dorset. I love Dorset. The workings in this website contain his information, insight, blogs, and spiritual knowledge from many years of intensive study and personal experience working in the field. Works with Diana Cooper. Today, his method to convey new energies and information to everyone in a manner that is easily understood and simple to use. Oh, here we are. There we are. Hola. Hello.
Hello.
Oh, my dear, I lost you.
Yes, it's coming a big torment, so that internet is.
Internet. See, it's okay. It's all good. So, love, can you see this screen?
Yeah.
Can you read it?
No, it's not that big to read it.
Okay.
Think while.
Yeah, he's got a contract revocation here.
Oh no, no, I can't hear it. No, it's not. It's not big enough to read it.
Okay.
No.
So, no, that's cool. It really isn't, is it? Okay. Well, I'll read it from this end then. Right. It just interested me because he calls it
Yeah.
revocation that destroys everything. I'm like, oh, big claim. Full release, full release, destroyer decree. Right. So I just want to see how this feels. So I'm going to transmit this one. Okay. I, Angela, acting under the law of one, Invoke the Intergalactic Council and Board of Karma. I also request the illumined presences of my guides, angels, and assistants in light. All beings who have transcended polarity, please now attend. I now command the full release I now command the full release of every agreement, energy, or contract that has been made with or without my permission throughout all dimensional spaces, worlds, parallel universes, or astral planes. I invoke the cosmic Godfire to destroy all binding energies that are filtered through time-space to this now moment. I invoke the cosmic Godfire to release the bindings placed upon me by my karmic bloodline and genetic family, living or dead. I command all beings that are restricted by lower frequencies to leave my personal space, bodies, and fields. I invoke the cosmic Godfire to free me of all restrictions that may have been placed upon me by my soul, thus allowing me to manifest my ascension in its highest light. Wow. I am free. I am free. I am free. As within, so without. As within, so without. As above, so below. As above, so below. It is done. Wow. Fascinating.
Oh, yeah. Where is this from?
That's from Tim Wild. That's Tim, Tim, Wild, WHILD.com. And he is an Atlantean. So I'm just quite interested in that. Yeah. Anyway, so what I wanted to talk about in the next stage of the show, she says, rattling on with coffee, going on about contract revocations. How did that make you feel? Did you feel anything?
All the races, all the people feel the love.
Maybe because I wasn't in that zone of that contract revocation. Maybe that's it. You know, I'm pretty astute when it comes to these things. Did you feel anything?
You talking about me?
Or yeah, when I read that out, did it do anything?
Not at all. Not too much.
I'm going to try it in their different circumstances. Maybe that's it, not in a broadcast scenario. Anyway, so that brings us nicely into the lovely stage of spiritual practices that can benefit you on a micro level every day. So, Rocio, what is a very short spiritual practice, not just something that is all about maybe just something, a spiritual practice that can benefit somebody's life every day, that they can do within a minute or two, doesn't take long, so they can fit it in?
Well, I always think that just in the moment that you wake up and make a little prayer, don't have to be very big or something, but just make a prayer about, say thank you for the life in that moment that you wake up. Is very important. It's the first energetic connection that I think that is the best one in all the day, you know, because you are like accepting that you are alive again, and you say thank you to the universe that you are here again, you know, living again the experience of life. So for me, this is the first one in the day, you know. Don't have to be a long prayer. Yeah, it's just to say thank you, yeah, for what we have, where we are, because we have a place, a home, because we have life, because we have health, you know. And for me, this is the first thing to do as quick, yeah, at the moment that you wake up, you know. And there are other things that after make the pray, or make a little meditation, not too long, 5 minutes meditation, yeah, just reconnecting your body with this Mother Earth, right? And with the universe in the same moment, in the same place, in the same body, energy from the land, energy from the sky, in this body, to give you the energy to continue with this day, the courage for every day to live the life that we have to live in that moment, in that day, or take the decisions, or say something important, or just in the business to be successful in your business that day. You know, other thing could be put a candle and make a little wish, a special wish on that. Put an incense. The smell take you to the spiritual places too. Now, put a nice music. Maybe you are doing other things. You are dressing, or maybe you have showered, but listening a healing music. This is very interesting too during the day or in the morning when you are the beginning of the day. Yeah. Um, just to go out when you're going to work, or just open your window or your door and just watch the beauty of the mother nature and the birds singing, even raining, even the lights wherever, is that connect with that part of inside yourself with outside, is spiritual in some way, and you watch the mother nature in all the presentations, is a very nice to reconnect that part that is inside of you that make you feel spiritual. Sometimes you don't need too much, just little things or details to reconnect you with yourself, with your heart, and like I said, your energy from the land and the energy from the universe.
That's just beautiful. I love your prayers, Rocio.
Oh,
Honestly, you're one woman that knows how to pray.
oh, thank you. As I believe in that. The pray for me is the most incredible connection with the universe, with our creators, with the source, with the Holy Father and Mother in the universe. For me, I feel them so much inside me, yeah, because we are part of them, of course. And I feel that just to say thank you or to ask them something,
Yeah.
I feel that connection. I know that they are with us all the time. We are part of everything. They are in our inside of us, right? In our heart, in our spirit, in everything that we are. Yeah, it's how I feel it.
When I do open my morning with prayers, and I pray for a sacred and progressive day every morning, and invoke that energy and just see it manifest before me, but also clearing my way ahead. One of the
Yeah,
density management tools.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Get there.
Yes, I think it's very important, yes, to recognize in us that grateful, that everything that we are, and decrete your day too. This is very interesting too, because you are making this wish in your head, watching in your head. How do you want your day? Yeah, and then it's just like a vision, and then you put it, you landing, and you can co-create that day. Yeah, so this is very interesting too. How can we co-create our day in the best way? Yes, and always trying, of course, to be the best human before that yesterday. Yeah, today, here and now, what I need to do, what I have to do, right, to be better human. How to project this love that we have to other people, the people that we know and even that we don't know, or the people that come into us and say, come and help you because I need this, right? How can you do it if you are not prepared in your spiritual body, yeah, together and with all your energy? We need to prepare for any moment, right, for us or for other people. Yeah, and it's the part that feel you. It's like you bring energy from everywhere and pull you like a dress, right? The dress that you are going to wear today. It's
That's
something like that.
I can vibe with that.
Yeah, That's nice.
What can I put on today?
Yeah, even I make the experiment that don't do the praying in my morning, and believe me that during the day I feel like I miss something. I miss something.
Yeah, like a direction.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's yes. Remember that we are humans, but we are connection, like connection with the universe, and we can bring all that energy to here now, to use them like tools. It's what they're for, right? It's for that exactly. But sometimes we lost that connection, right? It's like the uh, I don't know, the cable, the things that like this that is cutting the connection. So we have to reconnect that with all the things like your therapies, like the other tools that we have close to us, right? To reconnect it again. And everything will be better.
Yeah.
Sure about it.
So, in this moment, can you initiate a prayer?
Okay.
And this is a prayer to prepare the body for contract removals of the heart. And then when you finish, say 8 minutes, something like that, I'm going to go in with a specific contract revocation clearing.
That will be beautiful.
It's going to be, yeah, and then I'll prepare for that while you're doing that. Is that okay?
Perfect. Perfect. It's very nice.
Lovely. Right. So I'm just going to remove me. Mhm. Oh, hello, Lauren.
Hello, Aaron.
You can pretend that he's got my voice. I'm sure we've done
I
that
see.
before.
I see.
It's so funny.
Okay. Okay.
Pop you on there. Oh, not that one.
Wow. Suddenly I feel like Aaron. That's nice. So we close our eyes and put our hands close to the solar plex. Holy Father and Mother, this beautiful day, this beautiful afternoon, this beautiful night, we say thank you first for the life. We say thank you for all your beautiful energy that we receive with love. We say thank you for all the blessings that we are receiving during the day. We say thank you for the abundance, material abundance, work, money that we need, health, love. Wisdom, knowledge for your love. We say thank you because we know that you are with us all the time. You permit that we be okay because we have your beautiful energy from the universe like humans, because we feel your care, because we are here and now projecting like channels your beautiful knowledge from the stars. And we ask with all love, our love, that all the beautiful energy, love that coming to us cover our day, We ask for all the people that is suffering in different ways, that we help them with a big heart. We ask your protection, your love, and the blessings that you need. You know that we need for continuing this beautiful day. With love, we ask this in the name of the big masters that coming to teach us how to do this in the name of love. Amen.
Beautiful. So, thank you. As we take this journey on an advanced heart meditation by Galactic Historian. And I love this because when I drink too much coffee, it slows the pace of my heart rate down and it does the trick. So this will require a few layers of your own personal imagery. The challenge here is to allow the imagery to create as the voice and the imagery as the voice to create within yourself. The heart is a resonance process, and what I am assisting here is the resonance process. And so we're just going to increase that resonance for all listeners, past, present, and future. This teaching is designed to give energy to your frequency, to your knowingness, to your wisdom. Breathe, relax, for this is advanced levels of clearing to the heart. Breathe and relax. Come into oneness, whatever that truly means to you in that moment. Come into unity, whatever that means to you in this moment. Allow all distractions to fall away. Allow your knowingness to expand. Allow your life force to be at its highest potential. For we are about to go on a journey. And this is a journey of the heart, its understanding of perspectives, and how perspectives create misunderstandings, and how misunderstandings create processes within us that have mind trails that lead us into nowhere. Summon in your mind the medical image of what a heart looks like. Just breathe and relax further into you. Breathe deeper. I want you to see an open heart, the medical image of what a heart looks like. A heart that has a chest that does not cause fear in you, for you are not a being of fear. Allow yourself to see the image of the heart, the muscles, the valves, aorta, the veins. This is the physical representation of what started you as a little micro being when a sperm and egg met, and the first cells that were created made the heart. This is your first step into knowingness. This heart muscle has grown to a stage that you are at, beating softly. And it's been part of every single experience that you've ever had. This beautiful little heart has grown into your knowingness. The heart muscle has grown to the stage that you are at today. And it's part of every experience that you have ever been and every experience you'll ever have in the past, present, or future. Give this heart muscle love. This is the very essence of your self-loving being, bringing that energy into this heart muscle that is inside you. Bring it rainbows, butterflies, wisdom, knowingness, life story, experience, joy, happiness, and all those things that make this life great. This heart muscle is your interacting point of consciousness. It is the moving frequency of time. Allow this heart muscle to have complete and total access to your brain, wisdom, intellect, sympathetic, parasympathetic systems. Allow this heart muscle neural access to all parts of your physical body that have been disconnected through trauma or spirit energy. Allow this heart muscle to come into union with the spinal column and all other fascia around the heart muscle. Allow this to relax, so the heart is not under pressure from the body. Oftentimes we take damage to the heart from loved ones or those that have caused us trauma or pain. It goes to the fluid energy inside the pericardium. Summon the image of a pericardium around your heart. Send energy to the very fluid that is the center of the pericardium. Understand every cell and atom that's within the fluid sac needs to be revitalized, refilled, repaired, renewed and recycled. For there is where we hold some of the most ancient parts of this lifetime and of other lifetimes too. Go directly into the values that create the pumping action. See inside your blood, your very life essence flow. Focus your intellect upon this heart muscle and pumping action. Allow your intellect to understand how this pumping of the blood, the spiritual machine that started you at birth as the most vital organ in your body, it must have complete and total access to the being you are on all levels of awareness, in full protection with the I am self now. There can no longer be any form of dislocation, mislocation, or non-access. The heart is where we began. It is not a point to be misused. Allow the energy in. The heart is surrounded by the pericardium, a protective sac that holds fluid. So when the heart is pumping at higher or lower rates, the fluid assists the pumping of the muscles, so it does not have to use as much energy. See this frequency. See this pericardium as the shell of the heart. Here is where we must make the conscious application of the sacred, so the heart muscle is in alignment with this meditation. Can you expand the heart's green and red energy? Flow with it. See this login energy into the pericardium as it cleans like a power washing system, like a car going through a car wash, a thunderstorm coming through your heart. Allow this deep into you, that cleansed feeling with protective armor around your heart. You must empower this with new imagery. The pericardium is now the filter, so time is not as damaging to the heart. The pericardium filters out all negative frequencies and then allows your heart more frequency when the mind experiences no time. In this moment of no time, the heart and mind are no longer disconnected by resonant frequency. Empower and imprint this into your pericardium. The pericardium must now be regularly cleaned as part of your meditative upkeep. This is your continuous upkeep of your spiritual beliefs and processes. Focus on your central nervous system. It is the co-creating and interconnected with every beat of the heart, with every action of every cell, within every creation of fluid excretion that creates some form of biomechanical reaction. The heart is completely a part of it. You must bring your awareness into that heart muscle, connected to its shell pericardium, to no time. Bring your mind, your intellect, your ego, your sympathetic, your parasympathetic into that heart muscle. Those are all the connections you need in this reality. That is your central nervous system. Bring them into sacred neutral witness in spiritual court of equity. From the heart muscle that began at birth, declare that frequency inside your heart. Illuminate all aspects of your central nervous system like branches of trees going off in every direction, with roots going off in all directions of you. Bring that golden frequency of light to the roots and branching system of the central nervous system. Allow your mind that's within your body, your heart, to co-create with this golden light flowing to all parts of your body, mind, and soul. Challenge your intellect to have the imagery and discipline to co-create the light source. Challenge your sympathetic to allow your body this experience. Challenge your parasympathetic to let down and allow the mystical to occur. In this moment of full light from the heart, we must understand walking forward means we have to understand the very blood within the body. That is that the heart is pumping at all times. We must go into the bone marrow and note what is there. Breathe. At this moment, go and summon an image of your skeletal system. Right in front of you that is you. Wherever there is a hollowness in the bone, there is marrow producing blood cells that is connected to a system that brings blood into the body. This is your central focus. Breathe. Breathe into your bone marrow. All those hollow points within the bone that create blood. Your femur is one of these areas that creates marrow. Your ribs, your arms. All this is constantly creating blood about every 56 days. Here is where you take command from the heart that is connected to all fluid and interactive systems through the central nervous system, to the blood, to the marrow. Go into the marrow and create this golden light. Every aspect of it is saturated. All of the current blood in my system is now clean and cleansed instantaneously with this golden light. All aspects in the blood that are bringing out an illusion of the heart, mind, or soul are now converted with this golden light into creation, inspiration, and dreams. The heart is a transformation, transmutation vessel of life force. Anything in its blood can be transmuted at will. When connected with the I Am heart, fetus being, for the higher purpose of clearing and understanding our own reality. Take this knowledge deep into your mind. Connect it to the heartbeat of you. Allow the blood to be cleared deeply, infinitely, into those 56 days. You will have to go back and look at your blood and understand we take on the energy from others into our blood. Some at the surface of our auras and others deep into our blood. We must actively clear that blood, much like saging a room. The next step of your visualization is the depth of your marrow. This is where you put the next imprint of what you want out of life. It is where we begin to seek the mystical and sacred. When you begin to imprint it, it's upon the bone marrow that will be creating the blood for the next 56 fraud days. Make this command to all marrow cells. I want inspiration, mystical experience that I'm able to process, understand, and not be afraid of. I want mystical contact with my guides, my angels, my guardians, so that I can return with full understanding or enough understanding to co-create a future in which I go forth with my own divine source power. These are the types of imprints you want to bring. Allow your mind a moment here to create one for yourself. For each time you go into the marrow, You always want to double down, put more upon it, because this is your ability to co-create as a multidimensional being and channel your own agenda for the very blood within you. For the blood that is to be produced for the next 3 days, you are under special energies. You are bringing the highest form of co-creation and spirit into my being, so I may see higher frequencies, so I may shed off inner traumas and transmute any heart damage into joy and happiness, so I may summon more strength to make more of my soul present. It is your divine co-creative right to speak and embody these words. The next layer is now your heart chakra, your energy center, the aural energy system that creates the photonic light intersection of a soul stream manifest in the body of now. It is a spiraling green frequency front and back, through your heart, front and back. I want you to bring the image of your own face and overlay it over your heart, mind and soul. That is your residual image of this lifetime. Your heart, your face, this is the I am presence now. Past versions of you have different residual images, but share the same soul frequency of light. You must connect this being of residual image to this being of the heart. You must clear out the medulla that chooses adrenaline action before heart-based action. Actively connect your heart here. Actively focus on your heart and follow the connection to your medulla oblongata at the back of the head. Pause. Actively disconnect the medulla from direct adrenal gland action or any emotional response that's not directly related with heart space action. The heart will always know when to act or react, for it has learned very much over this lifetime how this reality works. State to your heart, I am not afraid of light switches turning on or off. I shall not have a flinch response ready for something in an invisible corner. I turn off all systems of paranoia and allow myself, this being that was born in this technology, who's gone through the birth and the great forgetting and great remembering of who I am, I bring forth into that being. I disempower the sympathetic and parasympathetic central nervous system from creating any new programs and delete any other programs that disconnect this I am from this central nervous system. All my ability to co-create with my blood, my bone marrow and my chakra system. Allow that imagery of your mind and your face and the heart interconnected through the central nervous system as one, interconnected in co-creating with every single blood cell that is in you as one. Take this imagery to the next level and you will have your moment, your mystical moment of your experience every day of your life. See you in the dream world. And breathe. Breathe into your conscious awareness of now. Allow the golden light within you to amplify above, through your crown, ready to engage with the frequencies from the sun coming in, preparing yourself for the energies to come. Beautiful. Thank you to Galactic Historian. Wow.
Wow.
How do you feel?
Yeah, I have a very interesting experience.
What did you
So
experience?
where I feel I see a golden light coming everywhere, and then all the when you heal in the heart, yeah, I feel it around my heart, the green light of healing exactly that was around, and in my mind was green, 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 green. Everything was grass was green to heal. Yeah, very beautiful. It's feel like a little warm around my body. You know, yes, that color, that green, exactly. That put Willow. Thank you, Willow. That green, exactly. Yeah, was a beautiful, beautiful sensation and peaceful. I feel very nice.
Wonderful. So, on that heart-based frequency note, on that tone, we're going to wrap things up for this week. Thank you very much for
Thank you.
joining us, Rocio. Thank you.
Thank
The
you,
pleasure
my
was
lovely
mine.
sister.
And if anybody wants to get hold of Rocio, how can they do that?
Pardon?
How can they get hold of you
Oh,
for your
okay.
Kinmaya readings?
I'm still flying, sorry.
Hey.
That's beautiful. Yeah, so you can contact me if you are interested in your King Maya and your mission of life, especially this time that we feel like where we are, yeah, we lost the directions and everything. So you can find me in Facebook, it's easier. Just like Rocio González Delgadillo is my picture. And you can contact me in box if you are interested in your kin. This is very interesting thing, and you can feel how the energy from the universe is helping us and give us the tool to continue this life. Thank you.
Beautiful. I fully recommend it. Harness your cosmic knowledge with the ancient traditions. It's just beautiful. So this has been Women's Work podcast on expanded understanding. My name is Angela Miller. I hope to see you again in the future. See you in the dream world. If you need to get hold of me for specific sessions, you can do so on Facebook, Angela Miller, Source Frequency Healing, or if you're interested in supporting our project in Mexico, in Malinalco for women's work, please do contact me directly. You can do so in many ways. You will find me. And lastly, I'd like to say if you are interested in the Women's Extreme 3-month mentorship Kickstarter program to get you to the next level of your conscious awareness and what you do here on the planet, please do contact me. I'd love to hear from you. We're aiming to start in November, just to let you know.
And they look for us too in Temascali, UK.
See,
They can write us there too.
brilliant. So, be blessed in all ways. Be sacred, be joyful, and be strong, courageous of heart at all times, and know you are loved. So,
Thank you.
blessings. Thank you, lovelies. Good night.
Good night. Bye bye.